Yeah.
But better just make sure that we have a fun show here and there. So, uh, welcome, Alaman.
Oh, thank you.
My first question to you is very simple.
Yeah.
Can you can you explain to the viewers who you are, what you do, and more about yourself?
Okay. Thank you, Demi. I am Halomoan. You can call me Moan. I work as a manager. Right now, I work in telematic industries, technology. We provide GPS tracker. My background is from automotive and financial service. So I know a lot of about Indonesian automotive industry and also financial service industry in Indonesia. I ever lived in the many places in Indonesia, many islands. I've lived and worked there. I have family, and I also in my I have a hobby. I read a lot, and recently I just published my first book, Penjinak Badai. There is also my second book in 30% in process. I said the research is already done 90%, and also the third book is just 30% drafting. Yeah, that is. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Moana, you said call me Moana.
Moan.
Moana. Okay, Moana. So we're going to talk about your personality today, who you
Okay.
according to the personality assessment that you made. Uh, can you describe for yourself who do you think you are if you talk about your behavior?
Okay. My behavior is I like to in the middle of around people. Yeah. I
Mhm.
like to meet many people. I don't like to be alone. But and in working that's why in working, uh, usually I am in the sales function. So meet the many peoples, talking much, yeah, talking much, and also I have maybe extrovert, yeah, some kind of extrovert, openly. So uh, and then I just I'm optimistic, yeah. Always look happy, always look happy, yeah. But nobody knows what is inside, yeah. That is my behavior, I think, and my behavior. I just like meet new friends, and I don't like very monotone routine things, yeah. Because I usually get bored, yeah. I like the new things, creativity, new things, and sometimes unpredictable things. Yeah, I don't have I don't not good enough in planning systematically and do did. Yeah, so I just like a creativity and suddenly, yeah, it just some come suddenly. Sometime surprise something and etc. So I have a lot of so many network. Yeah, I don't like to push people too much here to agree with me or not. So it depend by themselves. So I have more tolerance with the difference of mind, difference of principle and etc. That's it. Yeah, I think, Demi.
Thank you. And you already also answered my next question. How do you behave at work? Because you just
Yeah,
explained that. So, but imagine that you are under severe pressure. And then I mean really pressure, right? For example,
yeah,
you have to score now, otherwise tomorrow you go bankrupt, your company go bankrupt.
yeah.
What would change in your behavior, you think?
So everything is I know the the main factor is human. Yeah, if
Hmm?
some in crisis, just like you said, my company want to bankrupt. For example, I just find one or two person. Yeah, just 1%, and maybe it's the key person because how to solve the problem. the problem. I talking with them personally, yeah, and maybe I can estimate is the problem is do I can solve this problem or not? Yeah,
Mhm.
I need to find anyone that I want to know how their mindset, yeah,
Mhm.
in this company also, and I can estimate do I have to solve this problem or not or etc. So I can calculate, and sometimes if I have to take a difficult decision, yeah, uh, I already prepare and I have to take it. Maybe we have to fire all most of the employee to cut the costs sometimes. But previously, I have talking to one or two key person in this company. So when I have to take decision, a more tough decision, it's not. I already take the risk. I already calculate the risk and I already estimate all the consequences.
Okay, thank you for your honest answer. So
Yeah, honest answer. Yeah,
that's really honest answer. So if you would reflect that on yourself, right?
yeah.
And I see that you get a lot of energy from what you just said. So, uh, what makes you more motivated in your behavior? What
Uh, yeah. I motivate by sometimes willing to get power. Yeah.
okay? Can you
Willing to
explain
get
that?
power. Yeah.
Explain.
Maybe sometime. Now I influence to the life of 3 people, but
Mhm.
and the next stage, maybe next month, I want to be influenced in the maybe 30 people, and etc. etc. Yeah. So range of command, range of responsibility, I like it. So it can be challenge me. Yeah. But sometimes if you give me more money, but there's no responsibility, it's not so interesting to me. Yeah, with the same money. But the other case, you offer me the chance to take more responsibility for more people. I like it because I like power. I like influencing other people. Yeah. So many people depend on me. That's it. So what I'm motivated me is I'm motivated to, to get power. Yeah, that's the simple things that is definitely. But I'm not politician. Yeah, I'm manager, so I get to need want to hire position that has a wide range of responsibility and authority. Like
Okay.
that.
Also, a really honest answer. Yeah, everybody will get honest about themselves. You tell that you're motivated by power, right? So,
Yeah.
what demotivates you?
I don't know. Yeah, everything. I think
People like
I'm
me, not too much.
no, I like because I meet a lot of people, yeah, with different characteristic, different personality, different behavior. So I enjoy it. It just I not only like one kind type of people. So because I met many kind of people. Also I enjoy it. So there is everyone is unique. Yeah. That sometimes what demotivate me is the things that make you bored. Yeah, doing the same things at the long time. That is maybe I can get bored and demotivate me. So I want to take another perspective, another activity, another thing. So what demotivate me? Sometimes in working or also in family, doing something that make you bored. Yeah, something
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
the same thing, and you
No
just
routine.
routine cycle. Yeah, that's it. There
Okay.
is no surprise. There is no yeah creativity. I think that's
Yeah.
it.
And next to one power, um, what are your strengths? Your character.
Character first I'm energetic. Yeah, I always spread my energy. people, and uh, I don't have enough difficulties to meet new people, to meet new communities. I have no difficulties at all. And then my strength is I good in strategic, yeah, in long term planning and the big thing, yeah, long term and the big thing. I have vision, dream, and etc. Yeah, some of my dream are already I achieved. Yeah, that my strength is I good very good in vision in long term planning, and then I'm energetic, yeah, and I'm a risk taker. I don't afraid. I don't afraid about new thing, new people, new places, new kind of activity or else the new, uh, the new. So I don't hate it. I like it. I don't afraid about it. Yes. And because in my experience, I have a few experience. I came to the new town, new city, new people, new company, new job, and etc. And I did it, and I can do it. Yeah, that is my strength, I think.
Okay. And what would your weakness be?
Yeah, my weakness is when some people very good in the long term, they will have weakness in short term. Yeah, the devils is in details. Yeah, that's it. My weakness in details. Yeah, administration. Sometimes maybe I make a long term planning, but the the crucial things, the little things, maybe what would you do tomorrow? Just like that. Yeah. So the simple, the detail, the micro things, the devils and details. So I don't very enough good in details. Yeah, details administration thing. For example, uh, I quite forget about the little things. Yeah, some maybe I meet some people. I usually forget my pen, just like that. Yeah, simple things. Yeah. But how to close the deal is my strength. But how to do the details thing, that is sometimes it's horrible.
Headache.
Yeah, sometimes it's horrible. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's it. I
Okay.
mean,
And you said you are optimist and
yeah,
always try to push other people. Uh,
yeah,
so can you tell me more about that? And not only motivating and optimistic.
yeah. Because my optimistic, yeah. It's myself, but it's not also always happen with the people around me. For example, my family, yeah. Sometimes bad thing happens. Yeah, bad thing happens, and we are afraid to go, etc. All many of people around me is they afraid, they scared, or etc. But I optimist, and some of them. How come you can be so so positive in this this situation? Yeah. So because I always believe, yeah, everything is solved past. Yeah. How bad the situation, it must be past. Yeah. So and I always think, about creativity. There's also a lot of things that you not thinkable before, but sometimes it can be came from many others, that some such kind idea, such kind of a way. Yeah. So maybe that's it. So it's uh make people around me sometimes they not comfort. Yeah, you know, comfort, everybody when everybody afraid, but you're not, you do not afraid. Yeah. So it's like not make sense. That's it. Yeah. But because I optimist, I have passed a lot of bad things in my life. Yeah. You know, I still can we can talk here. So I think there's no very all bad things will be solved past through. Yeah. That's it.
Okay. Okay. That's good. And and again, your honesty.
Yeah.
Uh, what do you think is important as a leader in your behavior?
Yes, I think Indonesia right now is lack of leader. Yeah. We have a demography, a lot of people, but not a lot of action. So this a lot of people need to move, need someone who can move them to from the one point to another point. That is a movement, yeah. And the movement is we cannot we can't do movement without leader. Without leader, leader is the one who take responsibility for the others. Yeah. So he take the responsibility. And he take decision. He take the risk. That is the leader, I think, because new idea we can we we can even we don't know is it will be work or not until we did it. Yeah, until we did it. So some kind new idea, there's no one can blame it will be fail or will be success. So why don't we try? So that is the leader is the person who willing to try new things uh, to make the change. Yeah. If they not make change, it's just a simple manager or administrator, just like the regular things. But many change of this world, many transformation is did by leaders. Leaders make new things that previously many people doesn't believe that it will be happen, but with his confidence, the, the leader take the risk, take the responsibility, and have enough energy to move this such of people uh, to the better way, to the better things. That is that's why we need a leader. Yeah.
Now you talk as a leader in general, and I know you also lead people in your workplace.
Yeah.
Uh, what is the skills that you use to motivate your team, accelerate them?
Yeah. You know, that's a pain fact. Yeah. In the in working industry is people doesn't hate their jobs. People hate their boss.
That's true.
Yeah. They doesn't hate their jobs, but they does love hate their boss. Yeah. That's why the leader is very important. Yeah. Sometimes people he has enough skill, enough competency, but the achievement is not so good. How come? Because he has no leader to accelerate, to motivate him or her. Yeah. So uh, that's why we need. I think that is the leader important. How important the leader to manage. Yeah. If every company, every organization have the rules, you should obey this. You should do this, and you should do not do this. But is it everybody did it? No. That's why we need a leader. Yeah, because we not working with machine. Machine we can program them. We make program. You when this situation, this machine should be blah blah blah, and this machine blah blah blah, and etc. But people is very unique. Yeah, we it's not similar with the machine. Every people has a own characteristic, own figure, own personalities. So need their own approach. Yeah, a leader, a boss like me. Uh, we have to approach such a different approach with uh, every part of our team. Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's it, Demi.
So you need to be flexible as a leader and understand that not everybody fit the company rules,
Yeah,
but so that's how you need to manage them to keep them on focus.
yeah,
Okay. So can you tell me how you make your decision based on what?
yeah. Usually I make decision in very fast way. Yeah, I don't because I just estimate calculated plus and minus of
Mhm.
decision that I will take. That's it. Maybe we can calculate it. Maybe the plus is 4 and the minus is 3. I'll take it. I we not no need such an analysis, very complicated analysis. Yeah, just if I take decision, what would happen? Yeah, what will how damage will be happen or how good will be happen? Yeah, if the plus thing more than minus thing, I'll take decision. If the minus thing more than plus thing, I will not take it. So that's it. So I just calculate. Yeah, uh, like a profit and loss lah. Yeah. So because we have to take a fast decision because the problem is need to solve quickly. Yeah. If we wait longer time, maybe the problem is can be bigger and is more difficult to us to solve it. That's
Okay,
it.
very good.
So take
So you need to
decision,
be quick.
take the risk, and take decision.
Good. So saying all this, you had some comment about Indonesian leaders and how you think they should change, and literally said there had to be someone need to push them to act, right? And then next to that, you want to make for yourself fast decisions. So
Yeah.
what advice would you have to leaders that are watching this video?
Oh, yeah. Also, I just say every situation, every problem needs their own solution. We cannot make one solution for many problems. Every problem needs its own solution. So in the past, we already solved some of problem, but we cannot use uh, that way also in this problem today. There's so many different things of situation, different player, different sometimes. There is no such a similar problems. Yeah. So every situation, every problems need. That's why the leaders has to learn, always learn, always to reading new things, new people. Yeah. So there's a lot of change in this world. The leaders always to follow this new kind of science, new kind of knowledge, and etc. 30 years ago, we doesn't know about millennials generation. Uh, 30 years ago, we don't know about uh, meet offline, meet online, meeting online, just like it. Yeah, now and etc. And etc. So, leaders has to always learn, never stop to learn. That's it. And never we can it's not always statistically. Yeah, you have success in the past, it can be today is a different thing.
Yeah,
Different thing.
we both know a lot about that. Yeah,
Okay,
so
Demi,
I
that's it.
didn't we didn't tell the viewers that we actually partners in the same company, right?
Yeah.
Sysnesia. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to introduce you to Mr. Max Churchill, the Director Indonesia of Success
Hello.
Dynamic Alliance. And uh, he will discuss with you the profile report you made.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave it up to you guys. I'm going to step
Okay.
out. And if everything goes wrong, you just scream for help and then I come back.
We'll do, Danny. We'll do.
Well,
Have
good
fun.
guy.
Well, this will be the easiest chart I ever had to read. You're the same as me. You're exactly the same as me, almost.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm listening to your answers to the questions, and I'm just nodding away, because very very similar personality types. So I know that just from hearing you speak, you will have received the personality profile from us and you will have read it, and you would have thought, "Oh my God, how do they know?" Does that sound about right?
Yeah. Oh, it's not copy paste, yeah.
Not entirely. No two people are exactly the same, but your charts
Okay.
they're not the same as mine are today. They're very similar to how I was in 2014 when I was first tested, and I was building another massive company at the time. So, do you want a job? Can I hire you, please? You must be amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Okay.
one of the one of the things I picked up on when you were talking about what might happen if you were ever under severe pressure.
Okay, 100%.
So when talking about what you might do you have your personality profile in front of you?
Personal profile.
No. Okay. So I'll try and hold it up to the screen. We'll see how this works.
Okay. Let's go. We just discuss. Okay.
So I have that. So if you just see there where your eye pops up above that gray line at the top.
Your eye.
That gray line is what we call the extended zone. So under pressure, your eye or your desire to influence will go into what we call the extended zone. Now, what that means is that under severe pressure, we'll do exactly as you said. You're going to try and talk your way out of it. So you said you go and find the most relevant people, and you're going to talk to them as much as you can. And then it was interesting that then you say, well, then I'll just fire everybody who we don't need. And that's the extended eye's tendency to flip. So you'll talk and talk and talk and talk, and then you'll just be done with it. And then quite likely after that kind of pressure, you might go and sulk for a while. You might just go and sit in a corner and be very quiet by yourself.
I cannot be quiet. I'm not quiet people.
Oh my God, I can't imagine you and Damien and me in the same room at the same time.
I'm noisy people, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I noticed that it's not just that. There's other indicators of your behavior on your charts that there's things on the chart that can't be picked up just by the basic reporting. So just again, there's a hidden access from the D to the C, which just indicates that you could be aggressively defiant.
Yeah.
That means that if you have a boss and he's telling you to do something one way, and you see a quicker, more efficient way of doing it, you're just going to do that.
Yeah.
You're going to do it instead. So it's useful to have you in charge. There was another indicator of that also is the rising, falling, rising on the bottom of your chart there. Again, that rising, falling, rising pattern indicates a defiance and a dislike for rules.
And already it already give me a lot of problems. Dominant and aggressive.
Yes.
Sometimes when I meet my boss, so I have enough brave to argue or sometimes like that,
and you'll talk your mind.
And some in debate, I don't afraid to make argue in front of people and in public or etc. But in the recent times, I just because some people you have to more listening.
Yes, one of these, two of these, right?
Yeah. I listening, but in my mind, I fight them.
You're listening, but you're just waiting to respond, right? At that point. No, I understand. I've been similar myself. So Davey mentioned earlier, I think you mentioned that you've recently written a book. What's your book about?
Yes, it's a Penjinak Badai. We call Penjinak Badai is storm catcher, so Penjinak Badai is about the book. This book is about leadership theory and management. But I read it. I wrote it with popular language. Not like a lecture, not like a teacher to give the lesson to the people, not like that, but with storytelling. Sometimes simple things happen around us, and from the story we get the moral, we get the lesson from that, just like that. Yeah. It is just like storytelling. Penjinak Badai is when I was first working in the Astra Group. Astra Group is a big group, a company of Indonesia.
Yep.
So
Car company, right?
yeah. So they in recruitment process, everybody need to make some improvement project. Yeah, just like me for manager. Yeah. So I made my project. It's about early warning system, and I make the title is Penjinak Badai. My project is about early warning system. So how can we detect some potential problem that will make, if we don't make attention for this, it will make a lot of loss for our company. Just like it, that's the simple thing. So everybody know me about because all my friends, they give this project names in English name. Parameter, how to solve. It's you how to look modern. So just me and make the title in Indonesian. I make the title Penjinak Badai. So that's why every manager, every my colleagues know me. Oh, this is the Penjinak Badai. Oh, that, like, now that is more than maybe 20 years ago. Yeah. So that's it. I use it when I writing in the social media. I will use my name as Penjinak Badai. That's it. And then I observe many things around. So I make the relation to the business thing, to the management, and I read it, and I wrote it. That is the book Penjinak Badai. So the Penjinak Badai is for the people manager who doesn't have enough time to read the book. Yeah, for Peter Drucker, Michael Porter, and etc. And doesn't have enough time to get a college and etc. But they can get more knowledge from this book.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's Penjinak Badai.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time to read the book, especially some of those authors you just mentioned.
Maybe I have to make it in English. Yeah, I will.
I've just picked up Robert Greene's latest book, and it's an absolute beast. I could barely hold the thing. It's this big. He's one of my favorite authors when it comes to human behavior, which has been an obsession of mine since beyond beyond being involved in psychometrics. I've always been interested in human nature, what makes people think, what makes people take action, etc. So yeah, it's nice to be able to condense that and give people just some active lessons, like you said, from storytelling without using complicated language. And yeah, it's the best way for people to absorb knowledge, especially nowadays. Millennials generally have a shorter attention span. Even down to can't listen to an audio book, but if you give them a series of 5-minute YouTube videos, you can teach them anything.
And also this book content of many chapter. You don't have to read it continuously from chapter 2 to chapter 3. You just have time to read the chapter 10, and tomorrow maybe chapter 39, just like that. It doesn't problem. So and I simple things. Just for example, in this book, I have make comparison marketing strategy from two brand, but I wrote it in the easiest way, simple way, just like talking with friends. Just like the marketing strategy, the sales strategy, leadership, HR strategy, and because it's a give knowledge, give supplement to our brain. That's it. My purpose.
Good. I love what you said as well about how you feel that Indonesia lacks leaders, lacks leadership. So anything you can do, anything you can do that can help to train the young minds of Indonesia and to make leaders of them, I think is really useful.
Yeah.
Are you considering a career in politics?
Many years ago, decades ago, I have some kind of psychology test. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I already know how eager I want to get more power excessively. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
maybe politics, but in the but I also the risk taker. Yeah. That's why until now I avoid gambling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I
Yeah.
understand. I very quite understand about stock exchange,
Mhm.
but I prevent myself because I'm a risk taker. I'm a gambler. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. And then in politics, it could be dangerous. Yeah,
Mhm.
because as a kind of people of me, I can move a lot of people
Yeah.
in my uh, so they can move as I want.
Mhm.
So
I believe so.
it can be good and it can be bad. If I bad, it will be
Mhm.
bad. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can be a leader of rebels maybe or etc.
Mhm.
Yeah. So politics is not good for me, I think, because it's too
You,
dangerous. I
you're,
can
you're
be
per-
I can be very dangerous.
fair enough. Your personality profile though would indicate that you're stubborn mice, not stubborn nasty. So you would stick to the plan. It's interesting what you say about how you don't typically gamble, but if you were to take a risk, you take a risk on yourself,
Yeah, yeah,
and you back yourself all the way. So again, I don't really need to read these notes in front of me because you're me. Uh,
yeah.
but what I would like to do, because we're profiling leaders, and you've spoken a little bit about leadership, is just read a small piece of your profile. Is that okay?
Okay,
Okay. So this is your potential as a team leader.
okay.
So
What is it?
Halomoan has the potential to be an effective team leader due to his high levels of natural empathy, enthusiasm, and ability to create harmony. He also has a need to produce profitable results with and through others. He is therefore capable of making tough decisions necessary for team management, but with empathy and an understanding of the need to maintain team synergy. Does that sound very similar to what you were saying earlier, just with some fancy words?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's in my potential maybe. Yeah, very.
Mhm.
I have acknowledged it. Just so I realize it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's why I make more improve.
Yes.
Yeah. For example, I less in previously I less in empathy,
Mhm.
such as human emotion.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can detect. I cannot. So when my under uh, came to me, my employee came to me, I difficult to detect about the emotion. I
Mhm.
just always talk with my mind with logic and do it
Mhm.
logic. Yeah.
Mhm.
But I learned much in Indonesia. Some kind of culture,
Mhm.
maybe for example, there is a culture is talk directly to the point
Mhm.
is impolite.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. It doesn't
yeah,
happen over here.
yeah. So it's better you talk it informally,
Mhm.
not as formal. Yeah, and not in public. You talk one to one,
Yeah.
just like that sometimes. But other culture is better way. It's better you can talk directly.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, for example, if you want to make to give punish and reward,
Yeah.
yeah, it's be better you talk directly in public so everyone get motivated.
Mhm.
But in other place cannot be like that.
No.
The same punish and reward, you should talk it in informally while they are smoking in the
Mhm.
canteen while they take coffee. We just talking. We we explain about punish and reward. You should do this. You should not do this and
Mhm.
extra. So
Yeah.
there's a different approach. Yeah. You
Mhm.
have to see the situation. Who are the people that you want to meet? Yeah,
Yeah.
for the people. That's it. So the potential. So I learned about in the emotion.
Mhm.
Until now, I sometimes my wife often say to me, "Hey, he get mad because you said that." Oh yeah, I don't know. Because there is culture. If they mad or they angry, they not show it in their expression.
Yeah.
Some kind of it. Yeah. Then I have difficulties like this. So that's it. You might go have you have to more empathy. Yeah, that's it.
Of course, in Indonesia as well, you say you've lived around in many cities. There's just a vast wealth of cultures here, and I find that each person's cultural background makes them different to deal with. You know, like
Yeah.
if I'm talking to somebody in a business sense, and they're Bataknis rather than the Nanadis,
Yeah.
you know, or if they're from West Sumatra versus East
Yeah.
Sumatra, you know, there's different personality types that go across with the different cultures. But the prevailing culture, like you say, is to talk around the issues rather than getting direct and straight to the point.
Yeah. Also, it's according to the level of authority. Sometimes, for example, in these five years, I usually my work is negotiate with the high level, with the board of directors, etc. And uh, they're not talking directly if they agree or disagree. Yeah, but you have to see the body language. And
Yes.
also stuff like this. Okay, thank you. I have heard your explanation. Maybe we can talk later. It can be disagree. So people in Indonesia in company or organization, the higher level them, they more or avoid the objection directly. Sometimes the objection or also the agreement directly. Yeah, we have to follow. Yeah, that's a kind of diplomacy language. Yeah.
You're far more likely to get a decision on the golf course or in a bar than you are to get a decision in the boardroom over here.
Yeah.
When you're talking in an informal setting, I find people are far easier to jump to a yes than if you talk to them in an office. It's I could talk to you all day long about my thoughts about why that is, and the psychology behind it, how to overcome that. One thing I definitely recommend you study up on, though, just with what you said, it might be interesting to run an EQI on you, which is one of our different reports that would measure your empathy, etc., and see how we can perhaps help you improve that. But also, I've got a very interesting book on micro expressions. So where you're saying you perhaps have trouble picking up on people's emotions, that could be something you can study as well, because everybody gives it away.
Okay.
Okay. So having read your report from us, as a leader of people with that information, or that level of information about everybody that works underneath you, would that make your life easier, do you think? Would it make people easier to manage?
Yeah. I have to thank you to make profile of me. Yeah. So I can learn a lot of things from that. Yeah. Because when I was in Astra, and every manager in once in 2 years they have to make assessment, psychological assessment. So people tend to change. Yeah, the same test I did 10 years ago is very uh, it's maybe it's very different with the result is with if I do the same test today. Yeah, because experience, people that I have met, and many things changed me. Yeah, so that's why from the SDR, you give me the test, and I learned a lot of people, a lot of things. Yeah, from the last test that I last test is about 3 years ago. Yeah, before pandemic. Yeah, before pandemic. Yeah, and then I can see what kind of things that I have changed a lot. What kind of things that I stable on it. Maybe I can get improved in what things and etc. Just like that.
Because
So
one of the things I noticed with myself, since you mentioned the pandemic, Yeah, it's interesting because it's affected a lot of people. So we've been profiling a few leaders recently. You can tell we're just having to speak to them offline rather than when I'm talking to them offline rather than online. How they've actually been affected by so that their current behavior doesn't necessarily match up with their current self-image. So sometimes there's a little bit of catching up to do. Like myself as an example, during COVID, my D has decreased. I'm a little less driven. My I has increased, and it's just completely indicative of at the time everybody was having to work from home. So I was having to pay more attention to each individual's wants and needs. I was having to manage people a little more politically rather than just driving them all the time. So that's an example of how it affected me. And I test myself every 6 months. Every 6 months. I like to know myself. I like to know my behavior. I like to see what I can sharpen up on. I like to see where I've changed. But it's easy for me to do because I just have the system here, and I sit down and spend 10 minutes and find out what it is I need to know. Have you ever used psychometrics? I know you say you were profiled in the senior management at your previous work. As a manager, were you also able to read the profiles of the employees that were beneath you?
Yes. As a manager, we have the test, the assessment, but the result it belongs to company. We can see and discuss.
Did they let you read it at least?
Yeah, they just give me to read.
Okay.
Not to have it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because the company did it. So for example, Astra is they made regular. So after the assessment, after the test, they can know who is the person will be promoted next year. For some, maybe in the achievement, I have potential to promote, but by the test, by the test result, for example, the test result said that I can get, I will have difficulties to have more pressure. Nah, that is, it will be difficult to me to get promoted to the higher level because higher level is will give more pressure. Just like that. For example, that is the relation of assessment and the decision to promote or depromote or to rotate the employee. We just wrote the test.
I'm glad they use them actually, because it's at least it shows that them as a company, that's quite a big company as well, isn't it, Astra? So they believe in the science as well. That's what everybody's saying nowadays, isn't it? Believe the science. We are the science. We like to think that we can take the guesswork out of promotion, out of succession planning, out of hiring, out of training. There shouldn't need to be guesswork anymore. Despite
career development is very, very influenced by the psychological test. Career development.
So what I'd like to do is I'll probably let you go for today. Sorry about the technical difficulties earlier. That was fun. And what I'd love to do is I'm going to be traveling UK, Singapore, etc. in the coming weeks, but perhaps schedule a time to do another Zoom call where we could just go through your report properly, or perhaps we'll just meet for some food or some drinks mid-December when I'm back.
Okay, I love it. I love it. Just contact me. I love it.
Difficulties. Is that me?
Yes, I love it. Because during the pandemic, I lost many things because previously I see a lot of people shake the hand, and it's the pandemic. I cannot.
Oh, you've missed that, huh?
Yeah. It's very torture me. Not meet the others, not shake the hand, and said, "Hey, bro."
Yes. I'm worse than a handshaker. I'm a hugger.
Handshake.
Some people don't like that.
Lost handshake is very bad thing.
Yeah. Well, I lost one of my bar businesses during the pandemic, but I've kept one. So we're reopening that later today. So perhaps we'll meet there mid-December when I'm available in the country.
Yeah. Okay.
Excellent. Okay, I'll hand you back over to Damie if you can jump in. Are you working, Damie? Are you there?
I should be there.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So
Okay, I'll
thank you,
I'll
Mr. Max.
disappear again. Okay,
Thank you,
soon.
Mr. Max.
Good meeting you. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Someone,
Okay, Demi.
how was that?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Fantastic. Great.
And you hear what Mr. Max said? Was it accurate?
Nothing's very accurate, yeah, but it's quite accurate.
But it's quite by
Yeah.
50%, 90%.
More than 90%, yeah.
Okay, that's a compliment.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
because yeah, just like that, we can profile ourselves. We know what our strength, what our weakness is. Very good thing, yeah, that SDA provide us.
Good, thank you.
Because we cannot we always need mirror, yeah, so that's why SDA, yeah, we cannot sometimes we say, oh, I am blah 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 like this, but it cannot, maybe can be dishonest, yeah, because human has ego, yeah, but by make the test is like just like a mirror. It's a mirroring yourself, like that.
Okay. And what Max said before, would it be useful at the company you work now
Yeah.
to have these tests for all your stuff?
Maybe I can talk it with HR. Yeah.
No, but would it be
Because,
useful? I'm not selling it, not yet.
yeah. It's because like right now, it's I'm working in the global company. Yeah. The people is not so much. Yeah. It can be very useful for the person himself. Yeah. Person, not for the company, because not quite much. So the boss can see everybody and can make decision, but this test can be very useful for the user himself. Yeah.
Thank you. I see that Duma is here the whole time.
Yeah.
I want to ask Duma a question. So,
Hello, Mr. Dami, and how are you? Hello, Mon.
Hi.
Long time no see.
Duma is my
brother.
friend. Yeah. Duma is my friend.
okay.
Is businesswoman now.
So Duma, what do you think of it? What you just heard?
I'm sorry, I can hear you.
What do you think of the session?
Gimana menurutmu sesi ini?
Okay, ini can I combine with Indonesian language?
Yeah.
sometimes? Okay, I'm not very fluently in English. Okay, I'm very shocked in the first time because I didn't know what is all about. I mean all the session. Okay, so from the profiling the leaders, Halomoan Siburian. So I guess kombinasi dengan bahasa Indonesia ya. Jadi aku menebak dirimu brother Halomoan lagi ini ya, nge-profil diri dari sisi leadership di Success Dynamic Alliance itu ya, kayak gitu ya.
Yeah. Success the SDA make the test for me and we analyze that. Kita jadi psikotest. Ya. Jadi dari psikotest, jadi profile leadershipnya bagaimana? That's it.
To give a little bit information about that, SDA is a company that already exists more than 20 tahun with 40 years experience, and they opened office in October 2020, so in mid pandemic.
Indonesia.
Yes, and therefore, also for my own profession, I'm a high performance coach. So I train a lot of people in communication, reading behavior, And when I met Sysnesia Dynamics Alliance, I learned that for people that have not my skills, you can really accurately measure people's behavior, and also that way how to manage them, what to expect of them in their role, and that makes it easier to know if you have the right person of the role.
Okay.
And that's what we did with Moan. We saw him in half with 24 questions. It took him 5 minutes. And Moan was
Yes.
already in Bahasa, right?
Okay.
Or
Yeah,
the questionnaire was
Yeah.
already in Bahasa, right?
ya already bahasa. Jadi
Okay.
Jadi SDA itu seperti apa ya, jasa profesional untuk mengukur tadi psikologi, tes. Jadi untuk melihat karakteristik kita, dan mereka mencoba sudah selain saya, mereka sudah ke yang lain-lain juga. Dan ini saat ini ke saya, terus tadi si Max, hasil tesnya ada sama Max tadi. Terus kemudian Demi, kita diskusi, lalu Max melihat dari cerita percakapan kita, tanya jawab tadi, sesuai nggak dengan hasil tesnya dia itu. Nah, ternyata sesuai.
Oke. Terus tujuan untuk ngeprofil ini, the purpose of profiling this ini itu kemana? Where?
You can use it in your own management with yourself to improve yourself, like Mohan said, and that you reflect yourself and look in the mirror. What do I like about myself? What do not? So what am I going to work on? But also to manage your people. Also, when you hire someone, for example, when we look at people's resume, if we talk about experience and about education, mostly we match that with the job requirements, but it doesn't say anything about what kind of person it is. And maybe the resume is 100%,
Ya.
tapi enam bulan jangan result. Yeah? And maybe the whole team hate him because he has bad personality. So with the PPR, you can actually map what kind of behavior this person is going to show and how it fits in the team and in the company, and of course the role.
Okay.
It saves you money. Because if somebody after 6 months is the wrong person, you lost 6 months salary.
Okay.
And
I see.
so that's actually what it means. Maybe Max, can you maybe explain that better?
Ya,
Probably. It is my job, right?
Exactly.
What might be a better idea, rather than doing it in this live format, is perhaps I could chat to Duma offline.
Okay.
That might be easier.
Good one.
Okay.
Thanks again. So I'm going to end the session.
Okay.
So thank you, Duma.
Thank
for
you,
the short-
Demi.
Thank you, Mr. Dami. Thank you,
One.
everyone.
See you again
Sip.
soon.
Thank you.
And thank you for your time.
Yap, thank you. Welcome.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
See you
yeah.
next time. And
you
Monday
next time.
we have another session with Pak Jono Effendi from Pasar Trainer.
Okay, thank you.
Fun times.
Bye.
See you. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bingung membuat learning plan untuk perusahaan kamu? Sulit mencari training provider yang sesuai dengan anggaran kamu? Lembur terus untuk koordinasi dengan banyak training provider? Gak usah khawatir, Pasar Trainer punya semua solusinya. Puluhan training provider dengan ratusan program training tersedia di Pasar Trainer, baik offline maupun online. Kamu bisa memilih kategori training apapun sesuai dengan kebutuhan kamu. Tinggal daftar dan kamu sudah bisa pilih sendiri training terbaik buat kamu. Ubah cara lamamu membeli training dengan segala kemudahan di Pasar Trainer. Mau tahu lebih lanjut? Kunjungi www.pasartrainer.com.